So the whole reason that we want a pencil sharpened in this manner is so that we can get a really long, tapered point. You have a lot more control over how the line goes down and how it moves in space than if you have a very short bit of lead showing at the end. You can also sharpen it to a really like needle sharp point, this is okay, but believe it or not, I've seen ones that are just would blow your mind.
I mean, that looks like a good murder weapon, right?
So I've got this knife, which is one of those retractable X-Acto type knives, and you just want to carefully carve out, this is going to be a little messy.
But why does it have to be so long? Because couldn't you just sharpen just the sharpest part? Is there a reason why it's like that?
Yeah, because when you hold it and when you're making lines, you have much more control over a long point. If this were a short point, it would be really hard for me to get this level of deep control. Plus, you're going to be using the side and the tip. You can customize how much point you want. And then you can keep it very, very sharp by using sandpaper. No slip grip, 3M, Pro Grade, 220. Dry, wet, so you can use it for both. The grit is just enough that it doesn't take off too much, and it's not so smooth that it clogs.
So it's actually coarser than I thought.
It's pretty coarse.
All right, so it's not super fine.
No.
Okay.
Because the super fine stuff will clog quite easily with the graphite. So I'm going to carefully hold it flat. Okay, you don't want to tip it up this way. You want to hold it flat, and you're going to just turn it in your hand. So you can see I'm rolling it a little bit.
Wait, you're like
I'm rolling it like this.
rotating it? Oh, okay. All right.
Rotating it like that while I go back and forth. You just want to maintain that it's flat. People will do this and it won't work as well. You want to keep it flat. And what happens is the entire length of the lead will become sharp.
Does it matter how hard the pencil is that you're sharpening? Like, can you not do that with a 6B because it's too soft?
You could do it. It would just clog faster and it would be a little bit more greasy.
Is this 4B? What is this one?
This is a 2B.
Okay.
I don't use anything even darker than a 2B, so I couldn't even tell you what would happen, but I'm assuming you could certainly do it. You've got too much powder here, you just want to dump it off.
Right, you're the total opposite than me. I think 2B is the hardest that I use. I'm like 9B, 8B.
That black. Working with like very tiny increments of space and being conscious of how light or dark the mark is, it's all about that space, and if it's too dark, I'm like locked out. It's one of those strange touch issues that I think is a temperament and maybe your nervous system, how it's built.
I just am feeling a little bit like a Neanderthal right now when I watch you sharpen these tools.
Nothing wrong with Neanderthals. They're survivors, right?